By this example, we seen this schedule of transaction T1 and T5 maintain a consistency of database. So determining such equivalency require analysis of operation other than read and write. Means a schedule can be serializable if it is not a view equivalent, view equivalent or view serializable or conflict serializable. There is a more other model why we can determine the schedule is serializable or not serializable. As we can check here, this is last or previous example, this was the schedule, and this is the two possible serial. T1 execute its all operation, then T5, or T5 execute its all operation, then T1. Check the equivalency of this schedule. Let's first check the conflict serializability of this schedule. Here for conflict serializability, first we have to swap the operation of this schedule. Here for T1 preceding T5, we have to swap this read operation before this write on B. So check the its conflict operation, not conflict operation. For checking the conflictive, first the first condition is first it must belong to different transaction. Here yes, it is belong to different transaction. It's belong to transaction T1, and is here it belongs to transaction T5, and must be operate on the same data item. Yes, it's on performing data item B, and this operation is also performing on data item B. Your second condition is also satisfied for the conflict operation. Third condition is must any of this one operation should be right. Here it's a right operation, so we can say these two operations are conflict operation. We cannot swap, means we cannot move this operation up or this operation down, because these are the conflict operation. So we cannot move this schedule in this form, means T1 proceeding T5. Check for T5, uh, first complete T5, then T1 means T5 proceeding T1. So for this we have to move this operation up, because this is performing first, and this operation must be moved down, means swapping of this two operation, write on A and read on B. First check the conflicticity of this two operation. The first belong to different times, yes, belongs to different times, belongs to T1, and this belongs to T5. Operate on the same data item. Here operating on the different data item, so we can say this is not a conflict operation, so we can move read up and write down. Now check the conflictivity of this operation and this operation. Again not a conflict operation, so we can move this up and this down. So after moving this operation up and this down, now check this operation and this operation are conflict or not conflict, because we have to move this operation, first execute this operation, then this operation. Here this operation read A is executing first, then this write A. So check the conflictivity of this operation. It's maybe a swap or not swap, means conflict or not conflict. So first condition is true, it belongs to different transaction. The second condition is operating on the same data item. Yes, this is operating on the same data item A, this is also operating on the same data item A, and one of this right. Yes, this is right. So these two operation are conflict operation. We cannot swap this two operations, so we can say this schedule cannot be a change or serializable in this way. So this schedule, suppose we call this schedule is S1. So S1 we cannot change into this form or this form, T1 proceed T5. So this schedule is not a conflict serializable schedule. Check for the view serializability of this schedule. It's a view serializable or not. So check the view serializability first. The first condition is which call this is S2 and this is S3. S1 and S3 are view equivalent or not. So for the first condition is which transaction is reading the initial value of data item A. Suppose we are talking about the data item A. Here data item A, which is read by transaction T1 in this schedule, this one. So we can say this our first condition is true. The second condition is right, which transaction is right at the last. Here on data item A, transaction T5 is writing at the last. In this transaction T is writing at the last. So our second condition is also met. The third condition is if a transaction is read, some value is read by some other transaction. Here this transaction T1 is writing A, then this read operation reading that value means this transaction is producing some value of A which is consumed by this transaction T5. So the third condition is T1 proceed T5. In this case T1 is writing A which read by transaction transaction T5. So we can say on data item A these two schedule are view equivalent. Check for the on data item B, the first condition which transaction is reading initial value of data item B. Where transaction T5 is reading initial value of B in this schedule S2 as T1 is reading the initial value of B. Here T5 is reading